Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well and you all are in great health. If you're a newcomer to this channel, let me introduce myself. I'm Karthik Agrawal, currently studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. So let's dive in today's topic. Today we are here to talk about methods of solid waste management. So before starting the main topic, let's understand what is solid waste management. The term solid waste management mainly refers to the complete process of collecting, treating and disposing of solid waste. In the waste management process, the waste are collected from different sources and are disposed of. This process includes collection, transportation, treatment, analysis, and disposal of waste. Now, let's move on to the main topic, that is methods of solid waste management. There are a number of methods for solid waste management, each with its own advantage and disadvantages. The most appropriate method for a solid waste management will depend on variety of factors such as type of waste, the amount of waste generated, and the availability of the resources. Here are some most common methods of solid waste management. First common method is landfilling. Landfills are engineered sites where waste is deposited and compacted in layers. Liners are used to prevent contamination of the soil and groundwater. Methane gas, a byproduct of decomposition in landfills, can be collected and used for energy production. However, landfills can take up lot of space and may eventually leak contaminants into environment. Let's see another common method, that is incineration. Incineration involves burning of waste at a high temperature. This process reduces the volume of waste and can generate electricity. Now let's understand another method, that is recycling, one of the most useful method. Recycling involves processing waste materials into new products. This can conserve resources and reduce the need for landfills and incineration. However, not all materials can be recycled, and the recycling process can sometimes be energy intensive. Let's see the last method of solid waste management, that is composting. Composting is the process of breaking down organic waste into a nutrient rich soil. Composite can used to improve the soil fertility and plant growth. As you know, in India, composting and landfills are the most used solid waste management methods. Now let's see some poor effects of solid waste management. As you can see, I've listed some poor methods of solid waste management. The first effect is health hazards. Poor solid waste management creates breeding grounds for disease carrying organisms like insects and rodents. Decomposing waste in unsanitary conditions allow bacteria, viruses, and parasites to thrive. This can lead to outbreaks of illness like malaria, cholera, dysentery, and respiratory problems. Now, let's move on to the next effect of solid waste management, that is pollution. Landfills overflowing with waste can leak contaminants into soil and groundwater. Toxic chemical and heavy metals can then enter the food chain, harming plants, humans. Additional uncontrolled burning of waste releases pollutants into the air, causing respiratory problems and potentially even cancer. Let's understand the third effect of solid waste management, that is land degradation. Landfills take up significant space and contaminate soil and groundwater if not properly lined. This can unstable lands and resources. The next effect caused by poor management of solid waste, that is unpleasant aesthetics. Piles of uncollected garbage and overflowing landfills are unsightly and create unpleasant odors. This can negatively impact tourism and the quality of life for residents in affected areas. It can also contribute to a sense of community neglect and discouragement. Let's see the last effect caused by poor management of solid waste, that is wasted resources. Landfills take up valuable land space that could be used for other purposes. Additional valuable resources like paper, metal, and plastic end up buried instead of being recycled and put back into use. This creates continuous demands for virgin resources, leading to further environmental damage. Now let's understand how poor solid waste management impacts on environment and health. Poor solid waste management creates a numerous impacts on health and environment around us. Let's break down each of them. First, let's move with environmental impacts. The key point in this is pollution. Uncontrolled waste dumps and burning releases toxins and methane into air, water, and soil. This disrupts ecosystem. Now let's see another key impact, that is land degradation. Landfills take up valuable space that could be used for other purposes, and not properly managed they can leak contaminants into surrounding soil and groundwater. This reduces the amount of fertile land and available of growing food and other resources. Let's see the third key impact, that is plastic pollution. Mismanaged plastic waste, particularly from single use plastic, clogs waterways, that is rivers, streams, and oceans, harming marine life by entanglement and ingestion. Plastic also breaks down into microplastics, that is tiny plastic pieces less than 5 millimeter in size, which enter the food chain when ingested by small organisms and can accumulate in living things, posing a great threat to human health. Now let's see how poor management of solid waste impacts on health. First key point is disease spread. Waste attracts pests like rodents and insects, which can carry a variety of diseases that can spread to humans. These diseases can be transmitted through bites, contact with contamination service, or inhalation of airborne particles. For example, rats can spread diseases like plague, while mosquitoes breeding in stagnant water allowing waste sites can transmit diseases like dengue fever and malaria. Now let's see another key impact, that is contaminated water. Leak toxins from landfills and improper waste disposals can pollute drinking water sources. These toxins can include heavy metal, industrial chemicals, and organic matter. When consumed, contaminated water can cause a variety of health problems, including gastrointestinal illness. Now, let's see another key impact, that is respiratory problem. Burning waste and exposure of pollutants in dumps can cause respiratory problems. These pollutants can irritate the lungs and airways, leading to coughing, wheezing, and difficulty in breathing. Long term exposure to air pollution can also increase the risk of chronic respiratory diseases such as asthma and COPD. Now, I would like to conclude saying that effective solid waste management is crucial for protecting both our environment and public health. The negative impact of poor solid waste management, like pollution and land degradation, are far reaching and costly. By implementing a combination of strategies like waste reduction, recycling, composting, and responsible disposal methods like well managed landfills or waste to energy facilities, can significantly lessen environmental footprints and creates a healthier future for ourselves and generations to come. I hope you all have understood this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the following video. Thank you very much.